Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the shore. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences, or you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people champ? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding, ding, step in the ring.
We're 20,000 leagues under the sea. Welcome to the Atlantis. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest. Here comes the pride of Wales. You are looking at an absolute legend, the longest reigning super middleweight champion in boxing history, spanning over 10 years, defending against 20 opponents.
Oh, pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the 2-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
I'm so giddy, so excited. Right. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And there's the bell to start round 1. Good one. Not a lot of defense here at all. Those counter punches have to hurt. Miss with that jab. A perfect counter shot. So it's Jones versus Calzaghe, part 2. Of course, in their first encounter, Jones put Joe Calzaghe on the canvas before the Welshman got back up and put Jones out.
Joe Calzaghe, you think of fighters unbeaten, you think about standing fighters. This guy can fight for fun. That's all he does. So now we're going to do it again. Joe Calzaghe's got it all.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
shot. Good counter punch. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
They blocked the left there. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last one. On to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Unlucky to miss with that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Hook won't score. That right uppercut misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He misses with that jab. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They miss with the jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Joe Calzaghe is on the canvas. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown. On to the sixth round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Misses with that uppercut. Punch, counter punch. counter shot lands. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. They both want the knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. There's a counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Beautiful counter shot. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. He threw a punch and just got countered. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through?
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe and move, get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Another win.